This meeting is being recorded.
Okay, so let me tell you guys about the new scam. It's probably not even a new scam. Like as an agency, we're just figuring this out because it happened to one of our agents. So there's a whole bunch of scams that's going on. So as our Vax BDM was saying, if you get a client, don't be in a rush just to make money, just to take them. Somebody says, oh, I want to go tomorrow to Cabo. Or, I'm not saying that clients don't do this. Yes, clients will do this sometimes. But whenever you get stuff like that, you just got to kind of sort of turn your ears up. Like, oh, wait a minute. Like they're trying to leave tomorrow and they want, they want to spend this amount. Listen, there's so much fraud out there, you guys. So as he was saying, if somebody's trying to do something last minute, if you, the agent, do not feel comfortable, if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. Listen, I tell you guys all the time, all money is not good money. And remember that if you just don't feel comfortable or something just feels shady, you don't got to take them. Listen, do not take them. Just, politely decline them. All money is not good money. So I'm going to tell you guys about the situation that happened last week with one of the agents. So one of the trainers reached out to me. She was talking to one of the agents. So the agents got a phone call. She got a phone call and say, hey, this is so-and-so. I found your information. I see that you work for Mommy and We Travels. I found your information on Clea, and it was an elaborate story. Like, she didn't even probably tell me like the full story of what he told her. But long story short, his travel agent died. Right, his travel agent died, and he needed to go to, I forget, it was like some far off place. Was it Croatia? I forget where it was, but he needs to go up to some far off place this week. So within like a few days. So all of the red flags that our BDM for Vax was literally just telling us all of this was happening. And so, she said she felt it, but she was like, okay, let's keep going. Let's see. And so, she did her part. She put together the proposal. She sent out the proposal to him. He was trying to, go the back way and not do things properly. He didn't want to approve the proposal. And she was like, no, like, this is my process. You have to approve the proposal, and then you got to go through and, do the whole invoice and all of that. So long story short, he did approve the proposal. She went on ahead and did the invoice. He did the invoice. And then as she was getting ready to pay for everything, and just so happened, she was using Vax. And so Vax has this extra layer of fraud protection that's built into it. All travel websites for travel agents do not have that extra layer of protection. And so when she was trying to go through and make the payment, guess what she got? She got exactly what our BDM just told us about. She got something that said something about fraud. And the payment didn't go through. So she said, she was like, let me try this one more time just to make sure, she didn't put the wrong card number in. She tried it again. It didn't work. Here's the kicker, right? So the person's like, can't you try Expedia or Expedia Tap? He said Expedia Tap. Can't you try Expedia Tap or Beds Online? Like, all kind of red flags would have been going off in my head. Like, what? How do you even know this? She was like, if you know all of those, why can't you book it yourself? And so, she never did tell me his explanation for that. So, this was just crazy. I was like, what? So, and it was for a large lump sum. It was a large sum for the trip. So, she told him that it wasn't going through. It said something about fraud. He was like, can't you try this platform, this travel agent platform? But he said those platforms by name. Can't you try Expedia Tab? Can't you try Beds Online? Can't you try Delta Vacations? It's like, how consumers don't know stuff like this. How do you know, how do you know the names of the platforms that we use? So, follow your first instinct. Follow your first instinct. And so she wound up telling him, no, I'm not going to accept you as a customer because she just wasn't feeling comfortable, at that point. But I'm just like, wow. So he was continuing to call and text her. She eventually blocked him. And when she called and told me, I got on the phone, but what's his number? what's the number? Got on the phone, asking him questions, and he eventually hung up, and then I called back. The phone was disconnected, you guys. So it was a total scam. I was like, okay, where was he? Does he sound American? She was like, no, Tyra, he was straight African. I was like, okay, this is, it's crazy, but I say all that to say this, you guys. Me personally, before I take a client, we're gonna have a discovery call or a discovery Zoom. I'm able to see my clients, ask for their passport, ask for some type of identification to show that that's who they are. If you got clients that are hesitant to do something like that, hesitant to show you their passport, like you get ready to go clear across the world. I'm your travel agent. Why can't you show me those type of documents? That should be a red flag as well. So I say all that to say this. This agent, she signed up for Clea's agent finder. And, I was like, wait a minute, did you sign up for Clea's agent finder? She said, yes. She signed up for Clea's agent finder, you guys. So this scam artist actually went to the Clea website. They went to the Clea website, found her as a travel agent, and then tried to, do business with her. So, she had a few different red flags and a few places where she felt uncomfortable, and so it was ultimately the VAC system that stopped everything. But I just want to say, if you guys feel uncomfortable or uneasy about something, don't take the client. Like, all money is not good money, because that's going to come back on you, And so she was saying that she believes that the scam was, if it's a fake stolen card, for somehow the scam artist has access to that card. And so if the vacation is charged and then they call back and cancel the vacation, then it's like some kind of credit on the credit card, and then that's like extra funds that they have access to. I don't fully understand, that scam, but it's so many different scams out there, you guys. It's so many different scams out there. So just, even just Google scams that travel agents can, fall for, or anything like that. So I just want to say, be careful, you guys. Be careful. Make sure that you're checking their IDs and stuff. Make sure you are, going through the whole process. Don't half step on anything. And if at any point you feel comfortable, if you have not taken any money from the client, listen, all money's not good money. Get rid of that client, okay? So do you guys have any questions about fraud, any questions about scams or anything like that? Because listen, it's out there. If you feel uneasy about something, it's out there. Jump on a Zoom with the client. Oh, that'll get rid of them real fast. And make sure to record it, Zoom at that, So they got to press the button, say, yes, this Zoom is being recorded. If they don't want to do all that, that should be a red flag right there, okay? So that's my take on anything. If you guys are maybe watching on Facebook and you guys have questions or anything, please go ahead and click the button and join the Zoom. For you guys that are actually on the Zoom, do you guys have any questions? Because I just thought that that was crazy. Like, for them to actually use a legit company such as Clea to find travel agents to try to scam them. Listen, when I say they don't care, listen, they don't care about nobody at this point. So just be careful, and be vigilant. And if you feel uncomfortable with something, if something's not going right, or better yet, if you got a Nancy, I'm not a Nancy. If you got a Karen, right, that they nitpicking about something, or they don't like this, they don't like that. Listen, cut them off. All clients are not good clients, because you know what? If he or she is being a Karen or a Ken or whatever you want to call it, just being difficult before they're on the trip, you better believe as soon as they touch down, if there's something that they don't want, they're calling you 1 o'clock in the morning. They're emailing you. They're doing all kind of extra things, and they'll be the ones to try to report you. They'll be the ones to try to report you. They'll be the ones that, try to put out a bad review out there for you guys. So just remember, as I always say, all money is not good money. Okay? So that's my whole spiel on it. Listen, they don't care about nobody. The scam artists don't care about anybody. So just make sure you are being careful out there. Let me make sure you're being careful out there. So I'm going to open the floor for questions. Do you guys have any questions? What? Y'all got no questions? I can't believe y'all are quiet. Hey.
I just got to say, wow, are you kidding me?
Yeah. from Clea, straight from Clea. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yep, I said that too. Yep. So yeah, that was literally, I found out about this yesterday. So yeah, the scam artists are out there. And so, not even just on the Clea website. Our travel agent information is out there. Just, make sure you're double, triple checking your clients. If it sounds fishy, guess what? It probably is. It probably is. And just, do all of your due diligence. If they're going international, hey, send them the passport link inside of TravelJoy. Hey, send your passport. If they're having problems sending you a passport and they're getting ready to leave, what are we doing? You have to have your passport to go international. Okay. So let me check Facebook.
Did the travel agent report it to Clea? Report what happened to her to Clea? I don't know if they could track him, but maybe they could do what Vax did and put up a warning if this person contacts you.
I'm definitely going to report it to Clea. This just happened yesterday. I'm going to report it, but I'm just like, what can they do? The agent doesn't have the IP address. They're from she felt like they were from Africa, and I heard the person too. I felt like it sounded like he wasn't like he didn't have a complete American accent. So but the phone number was American. The agent had full name. And one thing also that I learned about as far as fraud protection. If you feel something is funny going on with the card number, or you just don't know, you can always call that card company. Just maybe just type, like if you feel like the card is a Chase card or something like that, or even ask the client, hey, what kind of card is this? Chase or whatever. And they tell you, or you kind of sort of are able to figure out, you can actually call the credit card company and say, hey, I'm a travel agent. I have a client, but I kind of feel like uneasy. I just want to make sure that this isn't fraud. You can actually give them the full credit card number and say, does this card belong to Miss Smith? And they'll actually tell you yes or no. Some places won't do it, but most of them will. It makes sense. So I hope that answers your question, Miss Adrian. I don't know if there's anything that Clea can do about it, to be honest. If they don't know, the person's, IP address, and even if they did know that person's IP address, they can still go on and use a separate computer or just use a VPN or something like that. So I definitely think that it's worth it for Clea to know about this, since it is, that they're a part of it.
Yeah.
But it's just crazy that the amount of scams and the amount of things that are out there. We just have to be really, really careful, and we have to make sure that we are vetting our clients. If it sounds funny, it looks funny. What is it? If it sounds like a duck, look like a duck, quack like a duck, listen to duck. Okay. So that's all I have. That's all I have. So any questions? I'm gonna check Facebook. Give me a second.
Thank you for sharing, though, Tara. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. I was gonna try to do it yesterday. I was like, nope. Let me go ahead and just do it when we're all live, and it's actually, so I can reach more of you guys. But that's why I stopped the recording and re-recorded, so that I can actually put it out as a separate video, so that everybody knows about it, because not everybody stays to the end of a webinar to see everything that happened. So let me check Facebook really, really fast to make sure that there's not any questions. Let's see. All right. Questions. Okay, no questions. Okay, so if there's no questions, I'm going to actually start this, and we'll have a whole nother session. So give me a second.